Happy Wednesday, everybody. My name is Nick Bonner, and I'm from TreeStuff.com. I'm joined by Cale Royer, and Kyle Herte from Petzl. How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you doing? Nice to see you both.
Yeah, busy weekend. Go ahead, Cale.
No, I'm just saying it was good to see you. I haven't seen Kyle in a while now. I think probably since we went to the Petzl Technical Institute to do some filming with him.
Yeah. We were at Cale and I were out at the Kentucky TCC this weekend, so we were working over the weekend, and I just got back. My flight was delayed on Monday. I got home at like 3 a.m., which was awesome. But yeah, getting back in the saddle, digging out of. So we'll talk a little bit about some resources that are available there. We're going to talk about the Kentucky TCC, do a little recap, show some photos. What else, Cale?
We are going to talk a little bit about some gear, pretty much whatever you want to talk about. And then also we're going to go tell you about how you can win some money.
Awesome. We might replace work climb rules with a category spin on the wheel. We'll see. Kyle, you're the reason that we're here. You're our guest today. Tell us what you do at Petzl and what your job is.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So my name's Kyle, and I'm the marketing manager for Petzl America. We are a French-owned company, so we provide distribution, sales, marketing, training to the U.S. and Canada. And one of our favorite markets to work in is tree care. Really cool things this year. A lot of our products are very technical in nature, and we look to them to partner on some videos and content shows to show the proper use and techniques of products that you know and love, like the zigzag, the chicane, our saddles, etc.
Yeah, and there's a ton of really good Petzl content. In fact, I think it's like almost 15% of all of our YouTube videos are about Petzl stuff or something. I looked the other day, and that's a reason I've always loved Petzl. I've always told people I think Petzl's the gold standard, right? Enough that Cale like writes that on the Petzl marketing now in your guys' fonts sometimes. But no, I think you guys are probably the best manufacturer of at-height equipment in the world, in any market. So yeah, that's, I think, very true. What is new at Petzl, Kyle? I know you guys are well known for all the stuff in the market today. What's coming that's new? What's happening that's new?
I say come to TCI next month in St. Louis. I can't officially say what the new products are going to be for next year, but I promise that people will love them and will be very excited. The last few years, we've had a really good run of our current products, the ropes, descenders, harnesses, etc. We have a lot of great new options that the first debut for the U.S. market is going to be at TCI, so we'll be displaying those products. Come get some hands-on experience with them. And we're also going to have our ambassador for Petzl, Ryan Torsicolo, there the first day in the afternoon, just to be an additional person to run you through the products, explain what's
new. I want a little bit of a hint, though. Am I showing up for like a new sweatshirt, or like are we talking like a backpack? Like, are we?
I would say some of
like a vertical.
Some of the most known Petzl products are getting some really exciting updates that are building on what you know and love about the current version, but adding some really great features. I've used them.
So worth stopping by for.
It's worth stopping by, and to help incentivize you all to come out, we have these awesome hats that we're going to be giving out to the first few hundred people there. So be sure to stop by.
Bend that brim a little more, my man.
Yeah. Well, these are nice little 5 panels, so you got to keep the brim like that.
So just to be clear, we're not talking about like a new duffel bag. We're gonna have something exciting. It's worth the
these are at height products used to climb trees.
See that?
And I got a few other things as well. Yep.
We're going to keep talking to Kyle. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat, or you can call us at 833-498-7337, which is 83 Fixed Trees. Kyle, tell us a little bit. You mentioned the Petzl Technical Institute. We've filmed there. If you want to learn more about it, you can go on TreeStuff YouTube channel, type in Petzl and search. But for the people on the call or on the watching the show today, what is the Petzl Technical Institute? What's it do, and why is it there?
So we are headquartered in Salt Lake City, and that's where the Petzl Technical Institute is. It's a few feet from where I'm sitting right now. And this is a place where we like to use the phrase train the trainer. So whether it is tree care companies, fire departments, rope access teams, etc. This is a 5,000 square foot building that has pretty much every single setup for an application of work at height that you could imagine. We have towers to do just access, as well as hanging ropes to do sprat classes, rope access stuff. We've really expanded into the ski lift evacuation world to help ski areas with their procedures for work at height, rescue, fall protection when working on roofs, things like that. We also have a lot of great testing features and capabilities, a drop test tower, and we also have a carabiner pool test. We can maybe talk a little bit about that, Nick, for our TreeStuff party that we did earlier in the year. And we also do, yeah, we do some stuff on the sport climbing. We have a 55-foot tall climbing wall. So if you're ever going to a climbing gym, they have route setters that use a little bit of rope access techniques to set the routes. So we'll do training on that. And it's pretty much always busy throughout the year. We really like working with the end users and trainers and kind of sharing our expertise. And we also have a really wide network of trainers that we work closely with called the Petzl Technical Partners. So there are some common faces that come into the building to kind of receive the training from our trainers and, use that knowledge to go teach directly to their students. We also have classrooms for PPE inspection classes, and we really try to make it a nice place to come for the week if you're getting a training to learn a thing or two, get to know us, and it's continually evolving. Our solutions manager Keith is great with that, and always tinkering in there and coming up with new applications and things that we would like to expand on. So it's a really cool facility.
So for our customers, if you manage multiple crews, right? If you have a training role within your organization, you work for a medium to large size tree service, the PTI could be a direct resource for you, right? Where you could contact PTI, you could enroll in one of the classes and go there and do a train the trainer type thing. That's what I'm hearing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you go to the Petzl Solutions website that Cale just had on the site. If you're a smaller company, though, let's say you run one crew or maybe just two, you don't have a dedicated training role, you want a defined trainer. I heard you mention that training network. If I want to find a trainer through that, how do I do it?
PetzlSolutions.com is where we keep a map so you can find your market. Most people listening are going to be in tree care. So tree care is a market, and you can find a trainer. We have West Coast, Midwest, East Coast, and a lot of these PTPs come to TCI every year. Some that you might know are Academy training.
Would I find somebody like the Tealmans, Noble Oak, or Academy over on the West Coast? So these are the types of organizations that are going through those programs and kind of carrying on that Petzl expertise.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, we are,
we have a caller.
People in, but yeah, we also like to, share the knowledge and make sure that we put a lot of effort and time into providing educational resources, whether it's videos, tech tips that are a great resource, and kind of just bringing those to life and teaching best practices.
That's great. Cale, who do we have on the phone?
Let's see who we have. Hello on the phone. Can you hear us?
I can.
Hey, there you are.
Hi.
Hi, who is this?
Hi, this is Bruce, tree newbie.
Hi, Bruce, tree newbie. You're live on the air with us on TreeStuff Live. What's your question today?
That's amazing. So I'm very new to tree work, very green. I'm still climbing on a Blake's hitch. I have a Petzl helmet, but I'm very curious what would be the next product in line to upgrade to for climbing purposes.
That's a great question. I'll take that one to start. We've got a good video, how to pick tree climbing gear. I would start with that video and watch that. You can find that on the website just by searching how to pick tree climbing gear. If you're familiar with a Blake's hitch, I think technically speaking, you'd want to move to a pulley and a prusik style system. So you could be looking at like a Petzl fixed side plate pulley paired with a prusik of your choice. And you'd look at an MRS system. From there, the hardware technique that you would look at would be a Petzl zigzag, which is something we're actually going to do a giveaway on here on the show in a few minutes. But is a great piece of equipment, and that is going to function mechanically just like a prusik hitch or in a similar way to a Blake's hitch.
I actually told them
Wonderful.
already
Thank you.
on the comments that the first person calling in was going to get a zigzag. So that's my bad. I wasn't paying attention as I was typing to them. But yeah.
I don't understand. It sounds like the caller just got a zigzag,
Yes.
and Cale screwed up my contest.
Sorry.
But I'm still gonna run another contest in a few minutes, and it'll be different than the one that Cale just ruined. Thank you, Cale.
My bad.
Caller, what was your name? Bruce?
That's Bruce. Yes.
Bruce, you just won a Petzl zigzag because of Cale.
That's amazing. So I'll get a chance to try that out in the tree work.
Yeah.
You will, absolutely. I definitely recommend reading the manual. Kyle, can you tell us a little bit about Petzl technical notices, Petzl IFUs, instruction for use, where we find that type of stuff, and about the like basic levels of training and instruction that are available for your products?
Yeah, absolutely. And before I get into that, even before I started working at Petzl, that's something that always drew me to the brand is, how many different technical resources that Petzl has. First and foremost, go to petzl.com. There is a technical notice attached to the zigzag. Read that. There's also a lot of technical tips that are illustrations and text-based support that walks you through pretty much every single scenario that you could encounter working at height in trees. And we bring those to life in videos for some of them. And that is on our YouTube channel, as well as our Instagram page, Petzl Professional. And those are really good resources too, just to show a quick, simple to the point of how to use the product. But always refer to the technical notice as well as the tips on the website. It's under activities, then you can select your market.
The quality of Petzl instruction is what drew me to the Petzl brand originally. As a rock climber, I first encountered Petzl through Grigri instructional videos, right? And I can see them as clear as day today, right? White background, like guy clearly demonstrating it, showing what to do, what not to do, explaining why. The quality of your illustrations, the entire industry has followed the Petzl IFU format and presentation style simply because it's the best. Bruce, thank you so much for calling. Do you have any other questions for us today?
He said he got disconnected, so he's still
Bruce,
watching.
well, it was great having you. If you email Bruce, I need you to email live@treestuff.com and we'll get you a Petzl zigzag out.
Wait.
Thanks, Bruce. Enjoy the zigzag.
Kyle, I want to be respectful of your time. We've really appreciated having you as a guest. I do want to do my phone rush, and Cale kind of stole that from me. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a Petzl Sequoia saddle to the first person that isn't Bruce who calls us on the phone right now. So get through on the phone line, and you'll win a Petzl Sequoia saddle. I have every arborist saddle that's been made in the last 15 years. And the saddle that I choose to climb in is a Petzl Sequoia, if that tells you anything. And I can have any saddle that I want. So the Sequoia SRT is my saddle of choice. That's what we're going to give away today. It's awesome. I love that belay loop in the center. The rope bridge, the quality of the D-rings, the padding to me is the perfect mixture of like weight and support, lightness, size. I think the Sequoia SRT is the perfect harness, if I'm being honest with you. At least for me, for my slim figure, it works really well.
Love to hear it. And we'll be showing those off at TCI. We make them in 3 different sizes. and all of the accessories that you could imagine go with them. We have the knee ascent system, which is a great way to add a climbing line to that, and zigzag. And for those climbing and SRT, we have the chicane as well, which makes a great system with the zigzag.
That's awesome. Kyle, I'm really looking forward to seeing you at TCI. It looks
Likewise.
like somebody just won a Sequoia SRT. Who won? Who is
Like
it?
somebody just popped up. Thomas Fellel, maybe. Hello, Thomas. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Thomas. Hi, Thomas.
Thomas?
Can you hear us?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Oh, man, this is awesome.
Thomas, you're live on the show. You're in front of 1.1 million viewers right now. Don't get nervous.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah,
but
I
you just
am
won
already.
you won a Petzl Sequoia SRT. Can I ask you, what harness do you climb in today?
Well, right now I have a Notch Sentinel that I bought from TreeStuff like probably 5 years ago.
Sentinel's a nice harness. The new Catalyst, which replaced it, also a nice harness, a little more affordable.
Yeah, totally.
You're gonna be happy with the Sequoia SRT. I promise you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I think,
really,
I
believe
think
me.
you're gonna see it as
I'm
an
so
upgrade.
excited. That's awesome.
Tell us just a little bit. What kind of tree work do you do? Do you work for somebody, or do you own a business? What's your thing?
Well, right now I'm working for a museum garden at Fort Lauderdale. I'm from Florida, and I'm working as a groundskeeper arborist. And also I'm working in becoming a certified arborist probably in a month or so.
That's awesome. You
Great.
know what? When you email us about the saddle, mention your certified arborist thing, and Cale or I will send you a coupon for a free rental of our certified arborist prep course, which is the most successful.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's the most successful study program in the history of the arborist course. We've got a like 98%
Wow.
pass rate. Yeah, it's awesome. It's
Wow.
like a 5-hour class with Lindsay Purcell. And if people buy it, we have a money back guarantee. You either pass the test or you get your money back.
That
And
sounds
not very
gorgeous.
many people.
Well, right now I'm doing it through the Florida chapter. Right now I'm doing my preparation course, and yeah, it's awesome, really. Like,
Great.
I
Well,
don't know
when
how
you
to say
you
it, really.
email live@treestuff.com later today and give us your shipping address to send the harness and tell us
Okay.
what size you want. Right? Just tell us what waist
dude,
size you are,
awesome.
and
Oh,
mention
man.
this, and we'll send you a coupon code too. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Really, God bless you, really, and thank you for everything. Really, I'm following you. I bought your products. It's awesome what you're doing for the industry. Really.
Great.
You know what you can do is you can tell people about what a great company Petzl is. You can share with them that Petzl's donated over $10 million through the Petzl Institute to various climbing and ecological causes. And you can talk about your experience with the Petzl product, post about that on social
Oh, yeah.
media. You know, that would be a great way to say thank you.
Yeah, actually, I have the zigzag, and I bought it through the TreeStuff like 5 years ago, probably, that I was
Great.
working in Vermont. Yes, it's an awesome
Awesome. Well,
product, awesome brand, awesome people. You know, it's everything.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to let you go. We got to say goodbye to Kyle, and we're going to move on with the show. But we appreciate your business as a customer, and you send us that email at live@treestuff.com, and we'll get you your prizes out. Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. God bless.
Good.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Congrats on the saddle.
Yeah. Kyle, thank you so much. We are honored to be a partner with Petzl. We love having Petzl product on our website. Whenever a customer buys something from the Petzl brand, I feel confident that they're going to get a product that comes with support, that comes with integrity, with a guarantee. And that's what you guys are. You're leading the industry. I truly believe that. I think you guys are the best hardware and soft goods manufacturer that there is. So
Yeah, appreciate that. I'll give a few plugs before I leave. The first is, we absolutely pride ourselves on the quality of our gear. We are expanding each year what we call the spare parts program. So we want you to keep your gear in life as long as possible. And we are making more and more replacement parts for certain at-home repairs. So go check out our website for that. Things like helmet clips or pins, straps, things that are replaceable items. You can buy those directly from us or through your dealer of choice. And secondly is come see us at TCI. We're going to be there November 6th through 8th in St. Louis, showing off probably our biggest launch year of new tree care gear in 5 years. Lots of new stuff. You won't want to miss it. We have some great hats we're giving away. And lastly, just a big thank you to Nick and Cale at TreeStuff. TreeStuff is a great partner to work with. We've done so much together throughout the last few years, and go check out a lot of the videos on their YouTube channel. Nick and Cale usually come out every other year to Salt Lake, and we book off a few days just to really focus on some questions that TreeStuff gets from arborists of, can you make a video on this, or how do you do this? And we put a lot of effort into making some of these great videos, and it's a great resource whether you're learning to climb or you're an expert arborist. I think there's something for everyone on the YouTube channel, so go check it out. And with that, thanks for having me, guys. It's a great opportunity, and look forward to seeing you here in a few weeks.
Thanks so much, Kyle.
Great seeing you too, man.
Anytime.
Talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, see ya.
Kyle was such a great guest, and is a great guy. He's a family man, a cyclist, rides his bike to work. He's a climber. I just love everything about that. I loved the Petzl spare parts program. I love the environmental side of that, right? We're keeping the things that you buy in service longer. That saves you money.
Yep.
And it makes the planet better. And if those two things come together, what's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. I like saving money.
Yeah, the reduce, reuse, recycle. If you just stay at reduce, then that's the best way to possibly do it. Yeah.
Make one less helmet by making a helmet repairable. That's just fantastic. Really excited to see Petzl. I happen to know they've got some really exciting products coming out. So definitely stop by their booth at TCIA. We're going to be at TCI Expo. The team at TCI has been working on the expo all year long. It's going to be awesome. Really excited to see what Lizzie and the group have put together for us. Going to be a great show. Cale and I have built a new TCI booth for TreeStuff. We've got a Claw Game 2.0. It's going to be even better than the past years. So stop by our booth, run to our booth to get there and avoid the line.
Yes, if you want to do that.
Right, there's a sprint at the beginning of the day to get there first to win prizes.
It kind of looks like it's out of The Walking Dead a little bit. You also want to make sure that you get one of the invitations when you're there with all the information about our party. We are having the party. Yeah, sorry. There's no other after party at TCI. It's just ours this year. That's not technically true, but
true. It is true. There's nobody else
worth going to. It's us and Noble Oak Safety and Training putting on a party where we'll have foot locking, competition, live band, raffles. The Edelrid team is going to be there running our cash cube. So
I hope. I'm having a little trouble finding the right cash cube, but we're working on it. We do have sponsorship from BIK and Samson, Milwaukee as well. Milwaukee has just been awesome. They just sponsored our TCC booth, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. We owe the agenda a category talk. Let's spin the wheel and keep moving, Cale.
Okay. Let me get to the right button on my little thingy here. Okay. Here we go. On your marks, get set.
I hope it's
rigging slings.
Rigging.
Do you know anything about rigging slings, Nick?
I know a little bit about rigging slings. I can do rigging slings.
Okay.
I was convinced that Cale had rigged that thing, but that's just a website, and it is totally random. All right. So rigging slings. First, let's talk about the round slings that are at the front. If you work in any industry other than tree care, you're probably thinking about conventional slings when you think of rigging slings. And these come in either a flat style, which is usually a heavier duty webbing than what we sell or what we think of when we think of 1-inch standard nylon or polyester webbing. And then you're going to have the really big slings, that Tough Flex sling. And that is Those are built in a few different ways. Some of them have a single component inside, some of them have multiple components. However it's made, you have a strength-bearing member on the inside and then a really large chafe member on the outside. And this is what you're going to see picking up like air conditioner units, trucks, train cars, stuff like that. In Arbor, what we primarily use are braided rope-based slings, right? So instead of like a woven webbing, we're using a braided rope. Primarily, those fall into two categories. You're going to have 12-strand hollow braid, which is, think 10x, 10x Tech, Sterling Streaked. And that is a piece of rope that is going to expand as it gets larger because there's nothing on the inside. And that enables us to do some sliding adjustable splices, which we'll talk about, as well as traditional eye splices. The other type of material is going to be like a stable braid. And if you go to one of the dead eye listings, like one of the core Rope Logic Dead Eye slings.
Yep.
That one. There should be a photo of a stable braid once you select stable braid.
Boom.
Yeah. So stable braid is like a standard rigging line, right? So it's a double braid rigging line. When you're talking about dead eye slings, these are the best ones. Stable braid is more durable. It lasts longer. It's strong enough in whatever diameter you get it in. And it's just generally an easier product to deal with. That said, it splices differently than hollow braids do. So let's take a look at a hollow braid one, please. So in the eye sling, it's essentially the same thing, right? It does exactly the same thing, but the material is more prone to picking, and it will not last as long in terms of overall service life as the stable braid one, just because eventually you're going to pick a strand and it's going to wrinkle the sling up and just make it no good to use anymore.
That's it.
Where hollow braid excels above stable braid is in the ability to build adjustable slings. And for many years, this was the whoopee and the loopy sling. So can you bring up a loopy first?
Yeah.
So if you imagine a loopy, we take a single piece of rope and we bring it up in a circle, and then we pass one end of it through the middle of the other one, and that brings it out. And yeah, that's a good picture. So the tail that's wound up on the right side is the adjustable component, and that tail can pull through the upper arch of the loopy that's displayed there and will lengthen the lower half of the circle, making the diameter of the sling bigger.
Yeah. So it goes in here all the way through this kind of finger trap game part and then out to the bottom here. So that
exactly
you're pulling this section out and this tail goes in through there to make that look bigger.
Of the sliding adjustable slings, loopies and whoopies, loopies are stronger than whoopies are because they are always in basket configuration, even when they're choked. You can use a loopy in straight basket. However, their primary function is to use in a choked configuration. The downsides of loopy are that they're heavy and bulky. The sliding adjustment isn't always the easiest thing to use, and they require well over 2 times the maximum lengths of material to use. And if you use it in a smaller length or smaller diameter, you end up with the tail kind of just hanging out as shown.
Yeah.
Can we look at a whoopee,
can.
please? So a whoopee is a similar adjustable sling. However, the adjustable component forms an eye, and the other end of the sling has a dead eye on it. Whoopies enable a larger range of adjustment with given the same amount of material, or they require less material to achieve the same range of adjustment. I know that's kind of wordy, but essentially you can make a bigger sling with a whoopee. Because you're only choking a single leg through it and not choking a basket leg through it, it's not as strong. Cale, can you explain the adjustment entry and exit points, please?
So your end tail here is going to go through this adjustable section here. You kind of push it together a little bit. You can milk things through. You pull it out, and then that locks it in. So this loop here is going to be what gets bigger. This one is a dead eye, just it's sewn in there or it's spliced in there, and everything. That doesn't move. This eye is what gets bigger as you pull the rope through here.
That's right. So these were like the cat's meow, right? People preferred these over dead eyes because with a dead eye, you have to tie a knot. For many years, this was what it was. TreeStuff brought the Ultra Sling into popularity probably about 10 years ago. You see other companies knock these off and call them other things. Some people make them wrong. Whatever. Our Ultra Slings are the best. They were the first ones on. These have a 0% failure rate. They are stronger than Whoopies and Loopies. They have no adjustability, no adjustable like berries. So they're easy to use. And they are, however, adjustable. So the way that you use this, you mount whatever your tool is on the large end eye, pass it around the object you want to anchor the sling to, simply pick the pocket that's most convenient or gives you the right length, take the tool, stick it through the pocket. These are really simple. We have videos on our channel showing how these work, how Whoopies and Loopies work. We also have videos showing like what happens when you hand that to somebody who's never used it before and say, put it on the tree. They instantly understand. That is not the experience that happens with Whoopies and Loopies.
Yeah.
So Whoopie, Loopy, Ultra, Deadeye. Those are your four primary rigging slings that we sell into arborists, right? There are a ton of different hardware variants. There are variants with rigging thimbles or rigging rings,
ultra slings,
porta
wraps, these triple thimbles, all sorts of different ways that you can have those.
We also have a ton of light duty rigging slings. So there you're going to be thinking about speed line or like drift line slings, right? 1 inch, 3/4 inch flat webbing, snap hook, and a carabiner or a carabiner, right? There's also going to be like block mounting slings for up in the tree. And then there's some specialty stuff. There are some smaller diameter round loops. You see things like the Sterling bark, right, which is like based off the old school Metolius PAS. Can we look at the soft claw?
Yeah.
I love this brand.
I did not know we were still making these.
This is so cool. I came up with this. So this is a soft shackle built onto a replaceable choking component for a winch line. Do we have a photo that shows it choked? Yeah. So you see the soft shackle was open and now the soft shackle's closed. If you close the soft shackle around the chafe guard, which is the third picture there, yeah, now it'll choke down. So your winch line on your chipper has an eye on the end of it of some sort. Maybe it has a thimble on it, maybe it doesn't. Either way, when you drag with that winch line, by dragging it on the ground, you rough it up. When you shorten it, you cut it off. When you rough it up too much, you cut it off, which shortens your winch line and shortens your reach, which is a bummer, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to use the winch if it's not long enough. So what this does is this allows you to add an extra 4 or 5 feet to your winch line and use this as that wear point. This can drag on the ground. This you can destroy, drag it across concrete, whatever, because when this finally wears out, which won't happen quickly, you're out $70, not a $350 or $400 winch line. There's no hardware on this. So if it were to get like wrapped up and yanked towards you, there's a much lower risk. It's not going to hurt you. It won't damage your chipper if it gets eaten by the chipper. This is a really cool product, the Rope Logic Soft Claw Replaceable Winch End. All right, what's next on the agenda? I feel like I covered rigging slings.
That's a good overview of rigging slings. You want to talk about PHC a little bit?
Whew, you tee us off on this one.
So this is something that we've been trying to get more people in the industry to think about, is getting into actually starting to sell PHC services, because...
But I don't know where to start, Cale.
Well, good thing we have all of the webinars and all of the different videos on our channel. I feel like we keep coming back to that, like, hey, come look at all the videos on our channel because we have a lot of them and they're really good.
That's
But
right.
we really do. We are the largest. What do we say? The largest repository of online arborist training in the
love
world,
that.
and it's all free. So if you come up here to live, or you go to one of our playlists here, we have a playlist of webinars somewhere on here. Here we go, the webinar series. And so the first one here is a PHC webinar. These
Well,
are
that's
all
Kevin
done.
Brewer. He's a board certified master arborist.
Yeah, he's on a lot of these. Kevin Brewer, Joe Aiken. These are held by people who are experts in the field, and they are talking about everything from soil amendments to different invasive species. If you're in a place where
Here's-
spotted lanternfly is coming through, we've got a whole webinar on that. And
Here's a message I want to get out to people that are listening, right? If you own a business, you do it to make money. You can make more money with the existing customers that you have doing plant healthcare than by doing tree surgery,
Yes.
right? You'll make more money per hour. It's recurring revenue. It is incremental. It's not exclusive to tree surgery revenue, right? It has a lower workers' compensation cost. Yeah. But the reason that people don't do it is because it's nerdy. It's not interesting. It's not cool like climbing is. Okay. And because they're afraid of it. And I get that because I've been in this business for 15, almost 20 years now. And I still don't know anything about plant healthcare because it's nerdy, it's intimidating. And I know that I'll never be a true expert in it. So I don't even try. Right. And that's what we have a process in place to help people overcome that. And it is very simple. It's the email address phc@treestuff.com. When you email that, doesn't come to me. It goes to a board certified master arborist and plant healthcare expert, a regional technical manager at ArborJet. You can send them anything, a picture of a leaf and say, what's this? New phone, what's that bug, right?
Mm-hmm.
They will help you. They will tell you, hey, that is the white dot disease and it's bad. And here is how you treat it, right? Here is the product that you need. You can use that information to sell plant healthcare services to your customers before you make any investment. Get the estimate to them, get them to approve it, and then buy the stuff. And we'll ship it the same business day because we ship 98% of orders the same business day, and you'll get it within 2 or 3 days, right? And you can go out and do that work.
I think a big part of it too is if you've been working in trees, you know what a good tree looks like, and you know when there's something wrong with the tree. So
That's
you
right.
can say, hey, this tree here is looking wild, and if you need to go look it up, or if you need to email PHC at TreeStuff, they're going to give you the answer, or they're going to give you, you can ask them for, hey, where can I go in my state, in my region, to learn more about this and learn how to sell it. But yeah,
right.
it's not as fun and cool looking, but also at some point in time, hopefully, you're going to be 55 years old, and you're not going to want to be up in the trees.
True story, man.
So like, your body only has so far it can go. And we talked with some people at the Kentucky tree climbing competition about like, where do you go from here when you're not in your 20s anymore? And you want to stay in the industry. You have this expertise, but like your body is not going to be able to take it forever unless you're a freak, like some of the people that we know. But you can't rely on that. So getting into this idea of plant healthcare, where instead of cutting down trees, you can come back to a tree, once a year, once every 2 years, something like that, with your treatment plan, and also looking into the business side of it, because as you're selling this, the numbers are very, very nice for how profitable selling PHC is.
And I get that people don't want to look stupid, right? I don't want to like suggest something to somebody that I don't know about, right? So you're on a job, you're pruning a maple tree, you see some hemlocks, and they don't look so good. That's it. I just know that they don't look so good. I'm going to take a picture of the hemlocks. I'm going to take a picture standing back, a picture close up. I'm going to send that picture to phc@treestuff.com, and I'm going to get an email back, and it's going to be like, hey, those hemlocks have woolly adelgia,
Yeah.
right? and here's what you can do to treat them. Call the customer and say, hey, you know what? I was at your shop or at your house, last week, and I took a picture of your hemlocks. Here's the photo, right? And I was talking with a friend of mine, and you know what? I confirmed my suspicion. This is hemlock woolly adelgea, right? And here's like a web page about it, and I can treat it, and it costs this much money, right? You'll get the job, right? Maybe not the first time, maybe not the second time, but you will get the job. And as you get more confident in talking about it, what you'll realize is that there's only 3 or 4 pests in your region that are real money makers, right? You focus on those, and you'll be able to add, 5, 10, 20, 40 hours a week onto your payroll that's more profitable than your existing payroll. So please email phc@treestuff.com. If you have any questions about plant healthcare, you don't need to have it as part of your business today. If you're looking for a consulting partner, the people at ArborJet are willing to do that for you. They'll even tell you when they don't have a product that works on it. They'll recommend a competitor's product. I've seen it happen a dozen times.
Hey, look, here's a video on how to treat hemlock woody adelgea.
Yeah, I know I'm not saying that right for all the people that are
not either.
Comment on me. I'm probably not even pronouncing the right syllables. But anyways, phc@treestuff.com. There are experts there, business partners that want to help you grow your business by adding new services. Check it out, please.
And if you go to TCI Expo, you can meet the guys. You can meet all these experts at Rajay and ArborJet. So another reason to come out to that. Nick, do you want to talk about where we were this weekend?
Man, we had the absolute pleasure of going down to Louisville, Kentucky, and we were in a park that just had the most beautiful trees. I just kept saying, wow, these trees are gorgeous. The event was run by Corey Petrie and the Limb Walker crew. I took a ton of pictures that I'm still going through. You know what, if you go back to that picture, you can actually find the climber.
That's why I put it in here, but I got to make it bigger.
Sorry he's for way up
listening. You can't see this, but
I was looking at this photograph and I calculated it. We could print this picture at 150 DPI, which would be good for like a 3.5 foot viewing distance, at 9 inches wide by 42 inches tall.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right?
That's something great to have in your office.
I mean, that's what that's that guy, Alex. So yeah, he's going to get that picture, and yeah, it's cool. Let's keep looking at the photos. So anyways, the event was over 2 days. It was run by just an absolute knockout crew. We got to see so many old faces. There's Bull Hammerstrand, who traveled from Sweden. There's our video booth. So Cale and I set up a full outdoor video studio powered by Milwaukee generator. So we're operating with no noise, no on-site electricity. We've got full lights, multiple cameras, multiple microphone system, and we filmed 35 titles?
A good amount of titles, yeah.
Yeah, in 2 days. So a ton of content. That's a Townsend National Safety Director. That's John right there.
Yep, he was great.
What else we got? There's the man himself, Corey Petrie, coming in hot for a landing.
I don't know who that is.
Me. That's actually me.
That's Nick. What is happening here, Nick?
That's me. Probably about 2 minutes after time had expired. Attempting to finish the work climb and being reminded just how incredible our customers are and how everything look. I did finish. I just want everybody to know that I completed all the stations and I did them in order, and I wasn't disqualified or stopped. That's not me.
No.
This was a rescue that was being performed during one of the run-throughs.
That I did not know that it was a practice rescue. I just heard everybody yelling, "Lily's hurt! Call 911!" And then in the distance, I heard an ambulance coming.
When Lily fell, I did think that she fell and she was like, "Oh!" And I was like, "Did she really just fall?" That seemed a little out of character.
Yeah. If you go back and look at the pictures, she has a big grin on her face as she's flopped out like that. So, Yeah, great turnout. Everybody was very excited to be there, very friendly, and you know, it's great to see everybody doing something else aside from just doing their day to day in work. And so that's how you kind of know the people that are coming to these tree climbing competitions are like the they're the higher echelon of the people in the industry, because they're actually making that effort to go ahead and make themselves better. So the second day, I wasn't there the second day. Looked foggy.
It was really foggy.
These
There
fog
were
pictures are
planes
cool.
flying overhead the whole time, and for part of the day, you couldn't even see the planes, even though they were just a few hundred feet above us.
Yeah.
You know, if I thought that this competition was awesome. It was really well run. The safety was all on point. Everything was really well handled. The entire KAA team, uh, Corey, Debbie, they all just did such a great job. That's kind of a cool
That's a
picture,
cool
huh?
picture.
There's a little motion capture there in his hand. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
wish his knees were at different heights.
Yeah.
Like
There are a couple changes.
his left hand is going up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just thought it was a great event. You know, we filmed with Stefan Zimmerman, and I asked Stefan, I said, you know, why talk to the camera like you're talking to a friend? Tell me, I want you to attend a TCC. And he said, you owe it to yourself to change your life. And that to meet a group, or I'm sorry, he said, you owe it to yourself to meet a group of people with the potential to change your life. And man, it like shook me because a TCC changed my life. I met Jake Carafel, I met Rich Hattier, Jason Deal, Kevin Bingham, right? I mean, these are people that I still know today. I mean, the meeting Kevin that day was instrumental in like my business dealings years later. Like, had I not come in last in that competition, I like might not have ever exited field work. You know, it's like I just it was such a transformative event. And what Stefan said, and you know, I mean, look, this guy's been volunteering at events for 20 years. Stop it. Has been volunteering at events for 20 years, and now he just does kids climbs. It's such an awesome group of people. Everybody is so passionate about tree work, and it's really a great opportunity to grow and to learn. And it was just really fun. Check out isa.org, isa.org, or go to TreeBuzz to learn more about TCCs, or just tune in every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll tell you when the next TCC is. On that note, Cale, can you run to treebuzz.com for me real quick?
Treebuzz.com.
Go. Go, TreeBuzz.
Going.
Deploy.
Going. And
Corey Petrie is just such a star. Look at this guy. All right, hit forum for me.
Forums.
Bang. And then we're going to run down to tree climbing comps and competitions, it's called, I think. It's in like the second or yeah, there it is.
Tree climbing competitions.
Tree climbing.
Oh, hey, look at this. They
and
have a whole section of identify this with bugs and
Tree Buzz, another good
and
resource.
ferts.
The people that answer PHC at TreeStuff.com get paid to do it and get paid to help you and are like real deal experts with first and last names. And that's all I'll say about the difference between that and maybe anonymous people on the internet. But that's not to say that there's not a ton of value in forums, because there are.
If Kevin Brewer does not know something, or to their like PhD entomologists, and ask them about it. Yeah.
So there's going to be a running ticker by Greg Manning of dates. Do you see that? There's going to be like
of one of these. Here we go.
Yep. And then go to the last page of it and scroll all the way down, and there should be a post from him. Bingo.
There we go.
I can't read that on my screen. Tell me when the next event is.
So we are looking at... Oh, this ends on October. Hold on. That's not the last one. All right. So the next one is Georgia.
I just sent a bunch of stuff to my man Joey Douglas down there, and the Alabama is coming up.
Mm-hmm. So
I also happen to know that the Charlotte comp is coming, because you and I are going to that one. And that is next month as well. And that is November 20th through the 22nd. We'll be in Charlotte at the Charlotte comp. So if you want to come in down and see Cale and I at Charlotte, we will be there. We will not be at the Georgia comp because that's the same days as TCI, unfortunately. But we will be at the Charlotte comp this November 20th through the 22nd in Charlotte, North Carolina. Cale, we're coming up on an hour. What is left on the agenda? We're skipping work climb rules.
Okay.
Let's look at.
Do we have any new gear?
Well, there's going to be a chance to win some money, so stick around for that.
Yep.
But let's see if there's anything new. Why don't you throw me into the new stuff?
I don't know why these.
So- We talked about rigging slings. The reason that these are showing up in new is because we've updated these PDPs with the launch of the new Sterling Streaked. So Streaked is a new 12 strand from Sterling. It's solution dyed, unlike some of the other 12 strands that are out there. So you won't find any of the checking. I just shot a video for you on this when I was in the warehouse on Monday, Cale.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, really cool. So we'll get that out on the channel soon.
So that's cool.
What else is in new?
Those Zamberland boots that we talked about. Let's go down here a little bit more.
You know what we have that's new that I can talk about?
Yeah, what you got? 40th anniversary Gomboy.
I think I'm allowed to talk about this now. Either way, I'm gonna. This is the new lanyard from DMM. This is the heir apparent to the CE lanyard from the DMM side of the divorce, I guess, if you want to call it that. But what we've got here is a really nice lanyard. I noticed right away how soft and supple this rope was. It's really bendy. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be a plus or a minus for everybody, but it's definitely noticeable. So if you don't like your rope to be soft and have a really nice hand, you might not like this rope. If you're like, if Tri-Tech is your rope of choice for a lanyard, this is very much not like that. I love this. You get the DMM Director yoke, and it's got this kind of like built-in shackle attachment point. Super cool. It's very compact. It's non-rotational through hardware, so if you connect it to a small eye, it won't rotate. And it features a very smooth and silky triple action locking. I said earlier that I thought Petzl was the kind of like gold standard. I think overall that's true. DMM by far makes the nicest hardware of any manufacturer in the verticality game on Earth. Petzl does not make things as nicely as DMM does, if you can understand the differences that I'm trying to say there. Super nice hardware. Down here, we've got a floating prusik. This has been popularized by the Tree Imagineers for quite some time now. But what they've done, check this out. Did you see the scale? They took this little piece of like that belting material, the Tree Motions and Kinesi are made out of, and installed it on the prusik before they sewed it. And what it does is it stops the prusik from loosening. You see that?
That's nice.
Like you could flip this over here to untie it, right? But like it just is big enough, like a toggle, right? That this won't pull through. And that allowed them to make this prusik really specific in length and so tight like this, and they're all going to sit just like this. As we move down, we're going to see another prusik here, and then we have the DMM 3-hole pulley. Conveniently, I actually just shot a video on this too for you, Cale. But this is a kind of a more economical version of the hitch climber. So we've seen the hitch climber iterated on a few times now. It's been knocked off by people. I think DMM on one side of it is producing the highest end 3-hole pulley that you can get. That's like the hitch climber eccentric. The new version, really asymmetrical design, wide flared points here. This version doesn't have any of that. Rope friendly design, 3 holes, rope friendly edges, will still tend to prusik, right? But it doesn't have some of those add-ons that you see for the premium climbing system variants. Going down to the other end, we just have an eye. It is rated. There's not like a stopper in it, so you can put like a carabiner through there. What's cool about this scale is there's 4 colors.
Ooh. Are they?
And they're all color matched to the carabiner. So you got green and green, blue and blue, orange and orange, and yellow and yellow.
Are those different diameters or just for fun?
So there are two diameters. There's a 12.8, and that's the yellow and the green, as I understand it. And then there is an 11.8, which is the blue and the orange, as I understand it. So 11.8 and 12.8 millimeters. The 12.8 is noticeably bigger, but it's still really soft and supple. So it doesn't have like the jacket is my fingernail doesn't make any noise on it because it's really soft. I would say that the like plates or the like strands are kind of thick compared to some other ropes. Again, Tri-Tech is the rope that I always go back to because like that's a rope that I use for a lantern primarily. That has like a really smooth jacket. This isn't that smooth. This is really soft. This is gonna tend slack a lot easier than Tri-Tech will, right? Because it's just gonna be so supple and smooth through the pulleys. You can see that diameter difference is pretty marked, pretty noticeable when they stack like this.
Yeah, that is. You can definitely tell.
It's like circles are weird shapes. Like you add 1 millimeter to the circumference and it doesn't seem like much, but the core gets bigger. The amount of volume is actually more considerable than like what we think of when we see that. Let's talk about treestuff.com/win.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, because we're going to have to give away some money.
Oh, I love giving away money.
So this is last week's, which you got angry at me about because it was too easy.
I did not get angry. I just said that it was really easy, like obvious that was a pair of like Climb Right.
You told Scott I was being belligerent, I believe is what you told him.
No such thing.
But yeah, so this was. Let's start with this. Go to treestuff.com/win. Each week, 3 people or up to 3 people will get gift cards to Tree Stuff up to $300 in total. So like last week was only 2 people who got it right. Bruce and Josh again. So they're going to get $150 each. We got to start advertising this because these guys are awesome.
Hey, that's okay. You know what? Keep tuning in, guys. Yeah. Keep cleaning up. We love having you. Tell your friends, though, okay? I've been really happy with the show the last couple of weeks, Cale. You've done a great job. So I think we are ready to start advertising it. We're going to give away $300 to our winners from last week, and we're going to give away $300 to our winners from next week. You can enter any time between now and next Wednesday at roughly about this time at the end of the show when we'll look for winners, where we'll pick 3 more winners that can decipher. What did you come up with for this week, Cale? Oh, come on. I know what that is too.
Listen, it's harder than you think it is.
Oh, you know what?
You saw the
I'll bet you on that. Wait a second. I'll bet you that I know what you want me to think it is, and I know what it actually is.
We'll see.
You want me to think it's something that starts with a B, but it's actually something that starts with an E.
Maybe. I don't know.
For sure. I'm telling you, man. I know our product catalog like the back of my hand.
There is also that. I was thinking of putting like replacement parts for stuff up here, but
yeah, I think
that'll be later.
Let's start making it harder.
Yeah.
Great show. I want to thank Petzl and Kyle for coming on today. If you would like to be a guest on our show, or you know somebody that you feel would be a fitting guest, send an email to live@treestuff.com. If you have any feedback on the show, send an email. If you have any complaints, you can send those to help@united.com because they care about as much as me. Yep. No, seriously, if you have a complaint, let me know. If you ever need anything, nick@treestuff.com. You can email me. You can text me 440-989-0444. That's my personal cell phone. Happy to help you out with anything that you need, answer any questions, talk to you about your business. Want to send me pictures of your dog?
If you want to challenge Nick to a race.
Oh yeah, I want to challenge somebody to a footlock race, and we produced the video, Cale. You're gonna have that out this week, right?
No.
How about buy the show next week?
Okay. Well, we'll all yes, sure.
And can we launch that video on the show next week?
We can shoot for that.
Great. We put together a really nice Footlock informational video. Sorry, Dan Holiday, but I'll no longer be sending people to your Footlock video because I made my own, despite Dan's being quite good. But if you want to learn how to Footlock, check out Dan's video until Cale gets ours ready. But yeah, if you live anywhere in the Northeast, let's just call it that, you can challenge us. Email live@treestuff.com, and I will come out to your job site. I'll bring some ropes, some gear, and some gift cards. And if two of your teammates or employees can footlock faster than me, beat me in a head-to-head race, I'll give them each $500 to spend at the store. I think that's a pretty nice offer. I'll buy your team lunch, maybe bring some new gear, shoot the shit for a little bit, and then I'll get out of your hair.
And you'll get on video.
And yeah, we'll make a fun video. So essentially, by not challenging me, you are kind of saying that that you can't beat a desk jockey in a climbing race, which is embarrassing for you. Maybe a little. I would be embarrassed. If you challenged me to an Excel race, I would come.
This is true.
I would win. I would win for sure.
Yes.
No, seriously. I'm not that great of a footlocker, but I would love to come out and footlock with you, talk about technique, and nothing would make me happier than giving away some gift cards to the store and seeing some people that are really good at it. So if you want to do a little climbing date, send me an email, live@treestuff.com. In the meantime, I'm Nick Bonner.
I'm Cale Royer.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.